Hi friends, so today I'm going to explain you about subnetting part. Okay, so suppose if we are working in any organization, and as a network admin or system admin. So means system admin it means as a Linux admin and Windows admin. So we should have to understand what is subnetting, why we are creating a subnet. Okay, so I'm going to explain you all those things in a today video. So I hope you will get the clear picture. So I'm just requesting you, all of you, please watch this video till end, so you can get the concept of subnetting. Okay, fine. So you can see I have mentioned here what is a subnetting. So a subnetwork or subnet is a logical subdivision of an IP network and network within a network. Let me let me clear one thing here. See, like suppose if you purchasing one network ID, okay, and on that network ID, if you wants to create again a network, so that is a subnet. That is a subnet. So that's why in a network within a network, we are calling in a network within a network. Like you have one network, and again you going to create network on top of that. So that is subnetting. Okay, so let me diagram something here. So through the diagram I can explain you better. Okay, before I am going to explain you about the subnet part, so let me write something here, because these things we need in today video. So I already I already explained about the class, IP class, and that range I already explained in my previous video. So in IP table IP address video, so that link I will give in a description. If you want, you can go and watch that video. Okay, so you will get the clear concept. So, and again I am just requesting you, before if you watching this video, you go to watch that video before that IP address video. Okay, fine that. So I'm not going to write here the in a details way, but in a shortcut I'm going to write here. So you can see that class range IP for a class A is a range IP range starting with the 1 to 126 again, and class B IP starting with the 128 to 192, and class C IP starting with 192 to 223. Okay, so this is a class IP range. Okay, fine. So now I am coming to the subnet topic. So why we need to create a subnet. First question is coming, why we need to create a subnet. So why we are creating, because when we are using IPv4, that IP it's limited in a market, not that much IP is available. So if we need like a big setup, we are going to big setup infrastructure, so we cannot purchase that much IP, right? So in that condition we are going to create subnet. So that subnet, it's a help to it's a help to create again network ID. So the network ID we can build the multiple servers. We can connect the multiple server. We can use the multiple server. Sorry, we can use the multiple server, not build. We can use the multiple servers, multiple host. So that purpose we are using the subnet. Okay. So let me diagram here that also. So why we are using, because of the IPv4. We don't have a limited. We have limited IPv4 IP. So that's why. So now suppose I'm just giving one example here. Suppose this is our router. Okay, fine. This is our router. in this router here, here, and here, and here. Okay. So we are connecting here 20 server. Suppose, for example, here we are connecting 30 server, and here we are connecting 40 server, for example. Okay. So, and this is the interface. Oh, I don't know how to color this one, but this is the interface. This corner, this is the interface in a router interface. This is a router when we are connecting to the LAN. So this is the interface. This is the interface. Okay. So now you can see. So this is our infrastructure. Like we are going to set up the live lab. So you can see. So we have one router here, and this router we are connecting here 20 server, 30 server, and 40 server. Fine. Now we purchased one network. We purchased one network. So that network is there. So that network, suppose like I'm going to type here 128.10.0.0. Okay. So we purchase one network. Okay. And we purchase network, and here we assign like we have 20 server, and we assign like here we assigned here like IP to 20 servers, like here like this 128.10.10.20, again 128.10.10, for example 21. So like this we assign the IP for this 20 server. Okay. So now you can see, now here we also have a 30 server, right? So we have only one network here, right? You can see that 128.10.0.0, and we now just now only we assigned only the 20 server here IP. So if you assign this IP here like 128.10.10.30, do you think this will work? No. Why? Because you can see in a router, in every interface, individual network ID need, then it will work. In a router, this is interface. So every interface individual network IP need, then it will work. So why it will not work here? So this is the IP. But if you find out what is the network ID here, so how we will find it? So you can see this is the which class IP. So you can see it's starting with the 128. It means it's a big class IP, right? So what will network ID then here? So 128 network ID, it means like 128 and then 10.0.0. So you can see both network ID is the same. So it will not work here. So then what we have to do, again we have to purchase another network. So you can see again we need to purchase another network, and then we can so then we have to assign the IP. So it's then again it's IP sorted, right? So what we will do here, we will create the subnet. We can create the subnet here, and if we create the subnet here, so then what we will do, we can give that is some different network, right? Then that subnet and network ID we can assign here. So you can see now how many server we are going to connect, or else otherwise we can connect only 20 server here. That's it. We cannot use this network ID here and here, right? So that's why we need to create a subnet. So if you are going to create a subnet like in a network, within a network, So like on one network ID, we are going to create a subnet, different network. Then it can help us, right? We can connect multiple server on that one network ID, because we are going to create a subnet. Through the subnet we can connect, right? So that's why we need create the subnet. I hope you understanding what I'm trying to say. So now, okay, so now let me tell you one thing here, one more thing. So one thing, just the 1 minute. Okay, so suppose 10.0.0.0. Okay, let me first write, then I will explain you. 129.0.0.0, and then 193.0.0.0. Okay, so now you can see this is the network. You can see this is a network, and so when when network like you're going to purchase network. So like like in a particular class, so by default this subnet mask like CID will come by default. This is a by default. You can see this by default is 8, 16, 24. So why by default it will come 8 and 16, 24? Why? Because then like you have to watch my first videos, then you can understand. So in a class A, how many octal resolved for the network? Only one, and rest of the for host and host. For same thing, class B, how many network octal resolved for the network? 2 network, and rest of the host. And again for C, how many octal resolved for the network? 3 octal. Okay, and 1 is the for host. So 1 octal equal to 8 bits. This thing already I have explained on my first video. So like 1 octal is equal to for 8 bits. So you can see, so here how many octal it will for network? You can see, because only one network here is there, so 8. For class B, you can see I mentioned here 16. So how many network resolve? You can see 2. So 8 and 8, 16. So 16. And you can see here I mentioned in a class C how many octal resolve for the network? 1, 2, 3 means 8, 8, 8. So 24. So I mentioned here 24. So if whenever you find like like this network ID, like if suppose in like if you like find like this after slash, before slash you leave it like some different network ID, but after slash if you see like 8, 16, 24, so you should have to understand on that particular network ID no subnet mask no subnetting created. No subnetting created. It means that there is no subnet concept if this value is there, because this is coming by default. You can see this is coming by default. Now if someone create here subnet, then this value will be changed like 9 or 10, something like that. Then you have to understand, yeah, then this IP like network ID IP range is for this class, and that here is after slash this value is some different, not 8. It means here is subnet is created on this network. You understand what I'm trying to say? So you can say this by default this will come CID like by default if no subnet is created. So you can understand, right? Here is no subnet. If the value is something different, then you can say, yeah, okay, in this network some subnet is created. So okay, so this is the first part for subnetting. I will because if I continue here then too long that video. So I will come with in part 2 like for subnetting. So, but I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Okay, so thanks for your watching. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel, share and comment it. Thanks.